Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, come in again today. You're very, very welcome. How great to see everybody here. I trust you enjoyed my last video on 70s guy Harpo, and through his mega hit Moviestar, we looked at self-awareness and all that sort of stuff. So I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1967 in Long Island, New York. The main stays in this band, Donald Reiser on lead guitar and vocals. We've got Eric Bloom on lead vocals and keyboards. We've got Alan Lanier on keyboards, and we've got Alan Borchardt on drums, who also does a bit of singing. We're talking about the hard rock, psychedelic rock, incredible storytelling lyrics, tongue-in-cheek lyrics band Blue Oyster Cult. They had a few names before Blue Oyster Cult, and there's a few rumours around why the name came about. We'll just let them go. It was pretty incredible name for these guys, and pretty well just capitalised on who they were as a band. They hit so between 1967 and 1972, they're just kind of getting their sound and a few other bits and pieces. And it was in their 1972 self-titled album that they started to get a bit of a following. One of the songs from that album, Cities on Flame with Rock and Roll. And one of the things you'll notice about these guys straight from the top, their power. I do love bands where all the instruments do everything all at the same time. And this is a classic case here of almost, it's progressive rock, this almost in lots of ways. It's just such class here. This lead guitar going at the same time. And these guys are absolutely together as a band. And when you get just incredible songwriting these guys have actually got, it's just an all-encompassing powerhouse experience. So we got a live version of Cities on Flame with Rock and Roll. It's an album a bit further down the track, 1976, that these guys started here, absolutely massive. And one of the songs they're known for is Don't Fear the Reaper. This came off the Agents of Fortune album, 1976. This got to number 12 in the Billboard charts. What I love about this song is just the incredible completeness these guys have got. And any time there's picking guitar in there, you've got me, and there's picking guitar in here, how it just goes forward and goes back. And there's a pretty incredible virtuosic guitar part happening in the middle of this one as well. Progressive rock, and we've got really complex stuff going on here. Absolutely stunningly good. This album went platinum, so very significant song for these guys. It was from this point onwards they started to introduce lasers into their live shows, one of the first bands to actually do that. So Don't Fear the Reaper. Interesting line, this one. Reaper we normally associate with death, don't we? That's just the thing that gets us to go to the next spot. And I think death, to quote Steve Jobs, in fact, I might actually drop the link to his incredible speech below as well, who said that death is possibly one of the best inventions of life. Why does he say such a crazy thing like that? We think we're going to live forever, like, you know, who am I at the age of 58? I think I've still got a few years left in me, absolutely yet. And we start thinking about our legacy, I suppose. But at the end of the day, you know, we don't think we're ever going to die. But it's because of death we appreciate life. In fact, there was Steve Jobs again who actually said that, you know, if we know life has an end point, we've got nothing to lose. So why not make the most of life while we can? But you might be sitting there thinking, well, you know what, I'm at the age of 40 or whatever it is, and your life hasn't gone so well. So, you know, how can I pick myself up to appreciate life because of death? Well, we do. It's really, really hard, though, when we get in these ruts, don't we? I know I've been them in myself. We think, I just can't be bothered going out again. I can't be bothered doing this. I can't be bothered doing that. I'm happy just to be on my own, and happy just to be in my house on my own, just, you know, have a night in. all that sort of stuff that we do, because life can just sometimes be a bit of an effort. But because of death, we appreciate life. No, life isn't like a video game. You know, in video games, often when people die, they just come back to life again, don't they? Or there's many shows on TV, Supernatural being one of them, where, you know, people come back to life. No, Endgame, you know, half of civilization left in the previous movie and they all come back in the next one. Life doesn't happen that way. Once it's over, it's over. So, but don't see that as, oh God, that's a bit macabre, that's a bit, oh, it's a bit a bit whatever. No. Because of death, we appreciate life. Life is incredible, isn't it? Look outside, you see the clouds in the sky, the blue sky, the sunning plants, everything that we walk around every day. Life is all around us. You know, and we don't, and I don't think, well, no, for me, I don't take it, I don't appreciate it enough. The fact that I'm breathing and doing all the stuff that I'm doing, it's pretty cool. Do we realize what an incredible gift life actually is? We don't want to go through the motions, do we? We want to appreciate life because of the fact it has an end point. I agree with Steve Jobs in many ways that death is probably one of the best gifts of life. And to quote him again, if I wake up too many mornings in a row thinking, now if this was my last day, would I be doing what I was doing today? There's something in there. I've got to make changes if I say that too many days in a row. So many people, it could be years, weeks, months. Because of death, we appreciate life. So we don't want to fear death, I don't think. I think we've got to put it in perspective and think because life has an end point, we've got to make the most of the life that we got. And then we can live life knowing that when we get to the end, we have a few regrets as possible. So don't fear the reaper, guys, but embrace the reaper. Absolutely embrace it. In fact, there's another clip, I might drop this one below as well, of the Monty Python scene from The Meaning of Life when Mr. Death just rocks up on the door into a dinner party and they do what they do. I might just drop that one clip below as a bit of a humorous look in the way that Monty Python can at this fact that life has an end point to it. So don't fear the reaper, embrace it, but appreciate the days as we've got them. So we've got a live version of that one below, considered one of their better songs. We then go forward to 1977 from the Spectres album, Godzilla, another one of their classics, absolute power, absolutely. And so we've got a live version of that one below. Now, Blue Oyster Cult, hard rock, heavy metal, occult rock, and many acts include Iron Maiden and the Cult have been inspired by these guys. So very influential in the scheme of things. Between 1972 and 2020, these guys are actually still going. 15 studio albums, 7 live albums, 21 compilation albums, 11 music videos, 32 singles, estimated to have sold around 25 million albums, so pretty successful in the scheme of things. Just an American hard rock, progressive rock institution. That is for sure. And they well and truly have paved their way and left their mark on the world music scene, that's for sure. So it's good to be able to give these guys a bit of a go today. So the links to those 3 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video for someone completely different, like literally so different, it's ridiculous. Harpo. I suppose this is one of the things about this channel. We go from one, we just flip from one thing to another. Like we're going to be flipping to this other guy next time, just for something completely different. So that's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to Harry Belafonte. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.